Hello, my name is Sifu John Cossentine. I'm the chief instructor and founder of AMA Wing Chun Kung Fu. So what I'd like to do in this short video is take you through a couple of self-training exercises that are going to support the technique known as Lap Sau, or deflecting hand movement, that you're going to see later on in the video. Stay tuned. So one of the most important things in Wing Chun Kung Fu is understanding and knowing how to train correctly. So the first exercise is practiced in the stationary stance, Yi Chi Kin Yin Ma, and it's generally teaching you or allowing you to focus on the basic hand shape of deflecting the movement down whilst you're simultaneously throwing a center line punch to the center line. So the first drill will look like this. You'll set up your basic stance. I'm just going to shift into my stance, and you're going to place your Man Sau and Wu Sau forward. Now generally the Lap Sau is supported and it's accompanied by a punch, and you're obviously using the front hand Man Sau to establish contact before you actually deflect your opponent's arm down and across and away from your center line. So you're in this movement like so. All you're going to learn to do, and this is very similar to the Lap Sau application, is your rear guard's back because you're going to throw your hand forward to punch to the center line. The front hand is just going to deflect down so that the forearm is parallel to the floor. You're not going to have the elbow 1 fist distance from the body. You're going to use the back muscles and you're going to deflect the movement down, taking the person's arm down so that you can clear the way for a center line punch. So for your self-training exercise, for this first drill practiced in the basic stance, your hands are forward and you're just throwing the punch forward whilst you're deflecting the movement down to your waistline. So you deflect and you punch, you deflect and you punch. So the drill looks like this for a set of 10. Try that and we'll move on to the second exercise. So the second drill is basically teaching you how to turn in a stance and coordinate the 6 joints, the ankle, the knee, the hip, the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist, and it's going to help you learn to put your body weight, your full body weight, behind the punch, which we call a turning punch. So beginners, you would have developed the turning punch in the beginner's syllabus. And obviously when you progress to an intermediate student, you then need to learn how to coordinate a defensive movement with an offensive action. So for the second drill, you're going to stand in the basic stance and you're just going to turn here. You're going to leave the arm forward because that's your bridge, and you're in your turning stance and you're going to turn and punch. Turn and punch, turn and punch, turn and punch. The action of the deflecting hand is the same. It's deflecting down so that your forearm's parallel to the floor, your elbows back so that you've got your back behind the movement, the hands over the lead leg, and you're obviously punching off to a 45-degree angle to help you get some kind of rotation and to get your body weight into the movement. So from here, you turn, 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 again, when you're throwing the punch, you want to be punching to the eyes and the bridge of the nose. You do not want to be using the vertical fist punching into the jaw, because you're generally going to wreck your hands if you're punching square on. So that's a little tip as well. Try that drill and we'll move on to the third exercise. So the second intermediate training exercise is obviously going to teach you how to use Man Sau in conjunction with Lap Sau, a pull and a punch. This is quite an important drill. You'll actually be doing these drills with a partner, but the self-training exercises, they're designed to get you to see the movement in your head and obviously develop the body mechanics to actually throw a Lap Sau stationary in the stance, not moving, without any kind of footwork whatsoever. So the third drill, you're in your basic stance. You're going to set off like so. You're going to drop your hand low. What you're going to do is you're going to throw your Lap Sau out, turn, and then relax. Throw the Lap Sau out and punch. Throw, punch, throw, punch. So the drill looks like this. And there you have it, a simple Lap Sau with your turning punch. Try that. Okay, so far we've got 3 drills. We've got one, which is just in the basic stance, Yichi Kimi Ma, which is allowing you to focus on the hand shape of deflecting the arm down and throwing a centerline punch straight to the bridge of the nose. Second drill, you're learning how to coordinate the 6 joints, turning into the stance, so that you can get a turn, a pull, and a punch into the movement to develop those body mechanics. The third drill, what we was doing was understanding how to use your Lap Sau, which is seeking or asking for a bridge of some kind, and then deflecting the movement down, so you're starting to understand and see when somebody throws a punch, you throw your hand forward, and then you counter with the Lap Sau and the turning punch. The final drill, again, there's an application to this, but it helps you understand how to develop a lot of power in the stance and the Lap Sau by taking the hands out to the side and then whipping them back in really hard, really powerful. Again, when you're training with self-training exercises, you can use as much speed and power as you like. When you're working with a partner, you're obviously working timing, stick, control, distance judgment. If you're using footwork, it's the ability to hold your ground and pretty much lots of other ideas that you need to develop before you go into sparring. So this next drill, it's a power training exercise. You start with your hands here to the outside and you keep your elbow low and you turn and punch. You take your hands up and you turn and punch, and you turn, turn, turn. So I'm going to do 10 just so that you can see the movement, observe what you observe or notice what you notice, and just that's going to help you get an idea of how to use these body mechanics, how to train your nervous system to develop the technique before you probably start training with a partner. So the technique will look like this. So try that. So there you have it, 4 very simple basic drills that you can use to isolate and develop the Lap Sau in conjunction with a turning punch before you actually start using the technique in some kind of fixed sparring drill or some kind of training method such as Lap Sau that pretty much you're going to use to clear your opponent's arm down, which is going to enable you to punch. I'm going to give you one last tip. When you're throwing the center line punch, you are actually using a vertical fist. Your target is the bridge of the nose, the cheekbones, and obviously if you do go to the side of the jaw or into the throat, it's highly recommended that you change the shape and you use what I call a 45-degree angle fist, which fits into the target area nicely. It's actually better than actually using that vertical punch. You can still use the vertical punch, but myself personally, I prefer the 45-degree angle fist because it turns the elbow in, it gets the elbow closer to the body, which means you're going to get maximum power, or you're going to get more support from the body as you turn in the punch, as opposed to hitting with a vertical fist. You may notice as well, when I'm throwing the turning punches, I'm not leaving my arms out there, I'm not posing with the technique. So what I mean by that is when I do these drills, I don't hold the shape like that. So you'll notice when I'm doing the techniques, what I'm actually doing is I'm throwing the punch out and allowing it to relax naturally back to a low guard position. So what I mean by that is when I punch, I'm coming back or relaxing back naturally to a low guard position so that the hand can go forward and establish contact with another arm, as an example. So when you do these type of movements, do not do that. It's bad Wing Chun in my opinion. Throw the punch out and relax and relax and relax, and you'll get a good contraction that you can develop on the heavy bag or on the wall bag before you actually use your wooden man and your partner to develop the stick, the bridge, and the deflecting hand movement. Try those exercises and I'll see you for our next video. So the attacking move is I'm here and I'm going to do that. So from here, bang, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and you can hear the lot. 4, 7, 8. So I'm generally doing textbook Wing Chun, which is I punch straight. That's what I want. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you will get information on how to train in the Wing Chun Kung Fu system from beginner to advanced level. Thanks for watching.